Looking back at yesterday's high temperatures, where after a cool start to the week, we were back to seasonal yesterday. And in fact, a little bit warmer than average. 78 is our normal high in Tampa. We had 81 yesterday, 79 along the beach there in St. Pete. Temperatures today actually going to be very similar, with upper 70s likely along the coast to low 80s as we head inland. But really most of the Sunshine State yesterday, from about the mid 70s to the mid 80s. We really started to wind down the winds yesterday, though we were still dealing with occasional wind gusts into the low 20s. So maximum wind gusts about 21 in Clearwater, Brooksville, Bartow, Tampa, Sarasota, and Sebring hit 20-mile-per-hour peak gusts yesterday. So a lot calmer, a lot more people laying out on the beach yesterday after that very windy and well below average start to the week on Monday. So as we look out across the area, this is the view in Sarasota this morning. Quite beautiful. Always love to see that bridge kind of lit up in the early morning hours before the sunrise is up. 56 the temperature right now in Sarasota. Winds are coming in out of the east right now about 8 miles per hour. So we've been dealing with more of that north wind over the last 2 days behind Sunday night's cold front. Today we start to build in more of that southerly wind, and we'll kind of watch our winds switch up a little bit more. Looking ahead to tomorrow, we start to build in some breezier conditions yet again. But for most of the day today, we're talking about 4 to 8 mile per hour winds. So really comfortable if you're hoping to maybe go out for a bike ride, go out to the beach. Then we look ahead to tomorrow. By the mid and late morning hours, we start to build in more of these sustained winds around 10 to 18 miles per hour. And then the potential for gusts into the 20s will return for the day tomorrow. So temperature wise this morning, we'll actually drop a couple more degrees. We're at about 56 in Tampa. We'll drop down to 52 between now and about the 8 o'clock hour. Then from 8 to say 10 this morning, we really start to warm up. So by 11 o'clock even, we're in the low 70s, and you notice that southeast wind right around 5 miles per hour. So we've got that warming wind component at play for today. So by the mid-afternoon hours, temperatures are going to be in the low 80s here for Tampa, and skies really beautiful today. We're talking another round of abundant sunshine, clear skies tonight, and so by 9 o'clock we dip into the upper 60s. But as we look at the big picture, high pressure that kind of started out over Louisiana yesterday, that's been sliding east. It's right overhead today. It'll get kind of kicked off the East Coast tomorrow as we turn our attention to this spring storm. This cold front is going to be heading east toward us, looking ahead to the day tomorrow. So for today, we really have nothing but sunshine all day. And so temperature wise, 40s and 50s this morning will really warm quickly into the 60s by around the 10 o'clock hour. And then we're talking 70s to 80s this afternoon. Pretty similar to yesterday, but maybe a degree or two warmer. Then as we look ahead to Thursday morning, not quite as cool, with temperatures more in the 50 to low 60 degree range as we wake up on Thursday. And then we'll still be able to warm up tomorrow afternoon, but we kind of shut off the warming by the mid-afternoon. A couple of showers will head our way, but just notice how spotty in nature they are. We're not really expecting anything heavy, anything too impactful, but there will be a couple of showers that roll through late afternoon, early evening hours for the day tomorrow, and that's along this spring storm system, which really most of the impacts, they're going to come to parts of the Midwest where we have several states right now under blizzard conditions. This is going to be kind of on the backside of this low pressure system, a very high impact snowstorm, but there is still that potential along this cold front for some of those strong to severe storms kind of through parts of Kansas into maybe the upper Tennessee Valley. So we'll be watching that for tomorrow, but the severe threat with that storm not nearly as impactful as what we saw last week, with several days of that severe weather across the deep south. Temperatures today, upper 70s to low 80s, a little bit warmer than seasonal, but it'll be really nice with a lot of sunshine. 50s to 60s then for tonight. And temperature-wise tomorrow, I think we'll see more in the way of 70s as those shower chances will build in for the afternoon hours. But otherwise, only about 20% rain chances tomorrow, and looking ahead to a really nice weekend.